Don't just live for tomorrow, or just live in yesterday. Just be glad for all you have that's in today. And though you've come through many obstacles.
Hey everyone, Connie here, and welcome to my blind reaction to Luca, a recent Disney movie that I haven't seen. And this is a donation reward. Let me just make sure I get it right here for as to who it's for. For Venom 0027. That's what I figured, but I wasn't 100% sure, so I want to make sure. So yeah. What do I know about Luca? Well, for one, I know that it's set in Italy. I know it's about two boys. And I know it's about fish people, something like that. But outside of that, I don't know anything because honestly, the advertising for this was so just almost non-existent, I feel. Like, I've been told that apparently people knew about this movie before it came out, but like I don't know where they heard about it because I don't remember seeing much of any commercials for it. I don't remember seeing much of anything about it anywhere online. It's just like, where did you hear about this? Because for me, it just kind of came out of nowhere. Like, you have movies like Encanto, which it's like, oh yeah, I heard very much about that before it came out. Onward, I heard very much about before it came out. All over the place, online, on television commercials, all over the place. But Luca, it's just like, where did this movie come from? And so it's like, because of that, I didn't really go into this with any hype. Unlike with a lot of these movies, these Disney movies or Disney Pixar movies that have come out in recent memory, like Coco or Moana or Encanto, of course. It's like, unlike those, I didn't have any hype when this movie came out. Because I didn't really know it was happening. So when it came out, it's just like, it just wasn't on my radar to see. And then time just kept passing, and I was focused on other things that I had hype for. And I just never really thought about checking this out. And I don't really have any preconceived notions about it because I don't know what to expect with it. Like, I assume Luca is the name of one of the characters. That doesn't really tell me anything for title wise. Like, and the few little things I mentioned that I do know about it, it's like, okay, it's just kind of there. I don't really have any strong feelings about all of that kind of stuff. So it's like, I don't know what to get into this. I will say, though, I have heard some people claim that this movie can be seen as an allegory for homosexuality. And I obviously don't know about that. I've seen people talking about this on social media since the movie had come out and everything. I haven't looked into any of those articles or whatnot, so I don't know what they're talking about. I don't know what their reasonings are, but if it's just because there's two male main characters who have a close relationship, that's kind of a weak reason. But I mean, again, I don't know. I genuinely do not. So we'll have to see, I guess, if there's anything to that. Because even like, if one of them like says to the other like, I love you and all, like that's not necessarily romantic. You know that, right? It's like guys can love each other without it being romantic. People really do need to learn that. Anyone can love each other without it being romantic. Love is not inherently romantic. Love is not inherently romantic. It's not inherently sexual. It's not inherently anything specific. There are multiple forms of love, and all of them are just as valid. But yeah, so I don't know what to expect going into this. I haven't even heard that many like just people giving their thoughts on it. So I don't even know how much people liked this film or not. I really just I'm going into this like just it as an unknown entity. I don't know what to expect like at all. And it's kind of funny too because it's like not only did I just not see this film coming because of lack of anything about it anywhere, um, but on top of that, the fact that I've heard almost like no one talking about it afterwards outside of the entire allegory for homosexuality thing. It's like no one's even I'm not even hearing anyone's thoughts on this. So it's like, did this movie just not have any kind of impact at all on people? I don't know. I don't know. I'm hoping that's not the case. I'm hoping to like this. I'm hoping to enjoy it. But again, I can't say until I've seen it. Also, as always, sorry for the lighting, just the time of day I have to record this. Not really much of anything I can do about that. Just hopefully the sun at some point goes behind some clouds. That would be preferable, but I don't know. It doesn't look super cloudy out there, so might just have some bright sunlight blasting on my face. I apologize for that, but either way, I have seen the character designs, but it doesn't really say much. I have only seen them for like 3 characters. The 2 male main characters and this girl character. That's it. I've only just seen like the basic designs as well, like no special stuff to them. Excuse me. But yeah, we'll just check this out, see what it's like, and hopefully enjoy it. So when the screen fades to black, pause this redirect and go to the description below. Follow the link to the reaction, and after you watch it, come back here to the redirect and resume play. Because after it fades to black and then fades back in, everything from that point forward will be my afterthoughts and will contain spoilers to the movie. So, with that being said, thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you at the reaction. Okay, and we are back, and we'll begin with spoilers in 3, 2, 1, now. I didn't see it. The entire thing about that apparently people have been saying about it being an allegory for homosexuality or coming out or whatever, I didn't see it. Like, I don't. Maybe I'll have to read those articles, see what people are saying, but it's like I didn't see it like at all. Like the more metaphorical, allegorical part of this that I saw was like there's definitely something that could be said about racism and prejudice. But don't really see anything related to like queer issues at all. So I don't know where any of that's coming from. But so what do I think about this movie just in general? It's good. I mean, it's cute. It's wholesome. It's nice. It's nothing amazing. It's no Encanto. It's no Coco. It's no Moana. But it's good. I didn't dislike it by any means. I enjoyed it. But there's definitely some parts of it that do drag a bit, I will say. There's some parts of it that feel like it's just like, okay, to the point and everything. And I think part of it's because there's a lot of things that we obviously see coming way ahead of time. And it doesn't really do much to shy away from the entire, kind of tropes that these kind of movies are known for. Like, yeah, of course we could guess that Alberto's father abandoned him. Like that is easy to see coming. It's easy to see coming that he and Luca are going to have a fight and separate, but at the last minute, he's going to come back and help Luca. It's easy to see coming that in the end they are going to really just really quickly and magically fix the prejudice of the townspeople in this portside town. Um, Even though that's obviously not realistic to any degree. But it's like, yeah, of course it's gonna do that. It's a Disney movie and everything. um, so it's like a lot of this was very, it was very by the numbers, and it wasn't done to a degree where it felt like it was bad or anything. It was just so by the numbers that it was just a general Disney film. It was just it was good. It was enjoyable. It was cute. It was nice. There was a lot of great stuff in it. But nothing really blew me away. The closest thing that like really like I wouldn't say surprised me, but I guess you could say the thing that like I really liked in this film that really like stood out to me. That's a good way to put it, that stood out to me is the handling of the father character of Julia's father. Um, Not only just the fact that he's just a really nice, good-hearted, just loving father who's just he's this tough guy caricature on first glance, but in reality he's not actually like this big tough guy. He's actually just a very loving, doting father. But also the way they handled the fact that he was born with only one arm and everything. It was mentioned once, and then the entire rest of the time, it's not made a big deal out of. No one cares. No one. It doesn't matter. That's just who he is, and everyone accepts him and just accepts it. He's not seen as less worthy or anything because of it, and it's something really unique because it's like you see a lot of Disney movies tackle people who need representation in films a lot of time. Encanto even was a great example of this, showing the Colombian representation and just a lot more mainstream Hispanic representation in general. But this film gave something that you don't see a lot of. At least I don't think I've seen a lot of, which is really positive handicapped representation in these kind of films. Like, yeah, there's definitely some cases you could probably find with examples of that, but it's not like the most common. It just isn't. And to see it handled so positively, so wonderfully, is really nice. Um, and he's such a likable character. Honestly, he was my favorite character in this. Much more so than Luca, than Alberto, than the parents, than the girl Julia. Like he was my favorite character. Um, the quote unquote villain of this movie, the bully guy. I don't remember his name. Um, he's forgettable. He's a forgettable, just generic ass bully character. Um, he doesn't leave any kind of impression. Um, and the entire side story with the parents trying to find Luca and everything, and then seeing his race, and at the end finally just giving him a little more freedom and everything. again, it's very nice, it's very cute, it has a good message to it about not being too overprotective of your kids and letting them, live a little. But at the same time, it's like just it was purely a B plot for the sake of comedy. Like, yeah, there was comedy involved in the A plot too, but the parents' plot line had no other real purpose other than at the end delivering that little bit of a message, which, like, yeah, was never going to go any other way again. Um, Throughout the film, though, it's like it's not really building on that. That's the thing. All that B plot gives us is the comedic side, and then all of a sudden at the end, it kind of like just hits us in the face with the emotional side to it. It's like all at once. So, and not necessarily in a terrible way. I'm not like complaining about it or anything. It's just it could have maybe been sprinkled a little more throughout. I feel. Um, I kind of like that there was no real resolution with Bruno's story. Like, there wasn't something at the end where it's like, oh, his father had been watching him this entire time and he was just trying to see if he could handle himself or anything. I like that they didn't take that route because they easily could have. To where it's like, oh, one of these people in the village was actually his father this entire time. And it's like he was just keeping an eye on him, and maybe he had his own issues and he was scared to reunite after so long. They could have done that, but instead they give Alberto a new father figure with Julia's father. And I really like that. I think that was a really smart idea. Um, I don't know at all. I can't say because I'm not Italian, but I don't know at all how in any way accurate this portrayal was. Obviously, there's some exaggerations, for the kids and all. Obviously, like some of the stuff was a little ridiculous, like some of the stuff they were saying, like uh, like Julia constantly using names of cheese as an exclamation. It's like, oh my goodness. Um, but like I don't know like if like the design of the town and stuff is accurate to real life small Italian port towns or not. I don't know how accurate just the culture in general was. I'm sure a lot of it was again exaggerated for being a Disney movie, but I don't know for sure, so I can't say anything regarding that. Um, but yeah, this film was definitely tackling the idea of prejudice and everything. Just with the concept of fish people instead of what have you. It's not the first time. It won't be the last that Disney or other movie studios tackle these kinds of subjects. Honestly, they're becoming a lot more popular, I guess you could say, in the recent years. Stories that touch on stuff like racism and whatnot and other social issues have become a lot bigger of a thing, and as such, there's many more movies that are tackling that. And that's a good thing. That's a very good thing. Um, but I just worry that they gotta not get it to a point where it's just becoming like every movie is about that, and it's just like all the same kind of thing. And I don't think that this was necessarily done in the exact same way as everything else, but just saying. Excuse me. Um, but yeah, for what it was cute, it was fun, it was nice. The characters were likable. I enjoyed it. And it had some good stuff to it that definitely warmed the heart and everything. So yeah, I would definitely say it was a good, enjoyable film. Nothing great, nothing spectacular, but still good, and definitely worth seeing. But tell me in the comments below, what did you think of Luca? Did you enjoy it more than I did? Did you enjoy it just about the same as I did? Again, I really don't know what people thought about this because I haven't heard anyone really talk about it since it came out. Outside of, again, those articles and everything. Um, but yeah, I think it was fun. I think it was nice. It was just, it was a cute, fun family film that is definitely worth the watch. So, thank you all so much for tuning in, and thank you to Venom for donating for this. If you or anyone else wishes to donate in the future for future movie reactions, please do. I am accepting any donations at any time. And any amount gets you a reaction no matter what. So you can only donate if and when you're able, and only as much as you are able or desire to. It's completely optional, and it's completely optional as to how much you would wish to donate. Because no matter what you donate, you get a reward. You can have me react to a movie, a series, something on YouTube, anything you want, as long as I haven't seen it. That can be discussed in comments and everything. Donations are taken via PayPal. But either way, thank you so much for tuning in. For now, I'm Connie, and I'm signing off. See y'all next time.